come on, make a move. Everybody, say it, make a move. Of all the issues we talk about in this series, this is a tough one. I've been an animal lover ever since I was a very small child and continue to be to this day. Having said that, it is impossible to defend any logical, rational, biologically consistent social system that gives rights to non-human animals. We've talked about the extreme importance of that word and how it must be defined according to the rules of life on Earth. To sum up, a right must be absolute, it must be universal, and it must be applied to everyone in exactly the same way. Animal welfare, fine. Animal activism, fine. Advocacy, but not rights. No. Importantly, many animals and plants already are protected by the property rights of humans. Private property, national parks, things like that. Let me put it this way. We've seen cage-free eggs and similar products sold in the store. The answer to keeping chickens out of cages cannot be to put humans in them. This is another case where today a few humans who behave badly toward animals have driven us into an ideological quagmire of arbitrary and capricious laws, which, if you break them, will land you in jail. You may remember a pit bull fighting scandal in the Southeast some years back that resulted in some humans who participated in this activity being put in cages. Okay, have you ever seen chickens being transported by truck? These are the animals that many of us eat or get our eggs from. They're transported in what appear to be torture devices from the Middle Ages, cages so small the animals are unable to move. They're transported in trucks going 70 miles an hour. In bad weather, it's a disaster. Animal rights. Shouldn't everyone who eats those eggs or those chickens be in a cage? You think the chickens care whether they're being used for food or entertainment? It's this kind of convoluted thinking that caused some counties in Maryland some years ago to ban pit bull ownership because a very few of these dogs were being treated cruelly in fighting pits. The government subsequently began to systematically exterminate a large number of pit bulls. So apparently it's better to exterminate the breed rather than have a few of them mistreated. In Florida, there's a place called Marco Island. It's a beautiful place. Marco Island is the home of an animal called the burrowing owl. It's very cute, very cute. Marco Island is also the home of what can only be called a burrowing owl Gestapo. This is a group of citizens who focus on finding landowners who plan to build in Marco Island and then reporting them to the authorities if there is an owl burrow on their property. It makes no difference whatsoever if there's an owl in the burrow. The mere existence of the burrow is sufficient evidence to have the owner arrested if he tries to build on the lot. Now, I don't necessarily have a problem with a burrowing owl Gestapo of a sort, but its function must be to bring awareness and social and economic pressure to accomplish its goal, not the heavy hand of government intervention. It makes perfect sense for animal lovers to come down on animal abusers with both feet, but with economic and social punishments, not with a threat of jail time. Animal abusers are not entitled to a job, but they are entitled to their freedom. Once you've empowered a bureaucracy, any bureaucracy, with a guaranteed funding stream collected by force, that bureaucracy will expand its mission and influence any way it can, and almost always in ways that are ultimately capricious and counterproductive. Human consumption of animals for food, by far, not even close, causes the most harm, and we now, at long last, have a path toward moving away from that in a widespread and meaningful way. Sorry, socialists. Sorry, Albert. Sorry, PETA. But it's thanks entirely to those money-hungry, greedy, probably not racially diverse, one-percenters intent only on acquiring wealth for themselves and sticking it to the little guy. And along the way, saving millions of animals from a life that consists largely of pain and suffering. Using the profit motive, we have finally figured out a way to make vegan meat that does not taste like shredded cardboard. Anyway, I just got some Beyond Meat at Costco. My wallet tends to break out in hives when I just drive past Whole Paycheck. So Costco it is. In addition to saving millions of animals, these new, actually edible, vegan meats have the added benefit of watching self-described environmentalists tie themselves up in knots because this product that has the potential to do great things to improve the environment and reduce animal suffering was invented artificially and is not natural. I love it when that happens. Next thing you know, those greedy 1%ers will solve the oil shortage crisis and make the United States a net exporter of oil. Oh, wait.
Now you won't say nothing about it. You won't say nothing to me. You won't say nothing to anyone.